to be in the thick of the pennant race, but with 14 games left, the young players who make up the core of the club are proving that there is plenty to look forward to in 2011. Tonight, one player who has shown his future is bright is Gio Gonzalez. He'll be looking for his 15th win of the season against the team that traded him, the Chicago White Sox. Game 1 of the final homestand, and it's coming up next. Well, the A's are back in Oakland. They are back home for the final homestand of this 2010 season. The White Sox are in town. That means Manny Ramirez. That's right, Manny Ramirez is with the White Sox. And Gio Gonzalez is going to take the start tonight for the A's. It's the first of three. Chicago White Sox, Oakland A's coming up on Comcast Sportsnet, California. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball, along with Ray Fossey. I'm Glenn Kuiper. Well, the one A's hitter that's making the most noise in the month of September is the veteran second baseman Mark Ellis. Ray, he has the most hits in the American League in the month of September.
You know, we talked yesterday in Minnesota about a slight adjustment he made in his swing with the A's hitting coach Jim Scanlon, and it's really helped him this month against Beckett. Opposite field double, scoring a couple of runs. So he's using the whole field, but when he gets a pitch that he can pull, he'll hit it out of the park. But that was a huge hit, and this is what we're talking about. Yesterday, 3-1 changeup off Liriano, a big home run to help the A's win that ball game at the Target Field. But Mark Ellis, we know he can play defense. Really great to see him swinging the bat so well in the month of September.
You saw Gio Gonzalez. He'll take the mound tonight, and Gio made a start against the White Sox earlier this year in Chicago, Ray. He pitched very, very well, but one bad inning cost him the game.
Well, his first complete game and a losing effort. Look at his breaking ball. This is the pitch he did not have in Kansas City his last start. It was rolling. This was a very sharp breaking ball. 11 strikeouts against the team that traded him to the Athletics. So Gio Gonzalez focused tonight much better than he was against the Kansas City Royals. He's definitely looking forward against the White Sox, a team that obviously traded him to the Athletics.
So 2 more weeks of baseball left in this 2010 season, and the A's certainly hope to finish strong, and it starts tonight with the Chicago White Sox. So it's the A's and the White Sox, the first of 3. We'll have lineups at first pitch from the Coliseum in just a moment.
Find out what's possible with the nation's fastest mobile broadband network. AT&T. Rethink possible. And by Corona. Relax and refresh with Corona and Lime.
Welcome back to the Coliseum and the pep talk that Gio Gonzalez gets from Dallas Braden before every start. And you know what? It's probably a good one.
Well, he's taking over Ozzy's job, too.
The massage therapist.
Yeah.
Game time weather brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission is free, and the boardwalk is open this weekend. Nice night, 69 degrees, clear skies, and just a touch of fall in the air as the A's and the White Sox get set to square off. 3-game series here at the Coliseum. Let's look at the White Sox lineup for tonight. Brett Lillibridge will lead off, followed by Lexi Ramirez, Alex Rios. Huge year for Paul Konerko. Wow, is he having a good year. And then Manny Ramirez, the DH, Andrew Jones, the left, Carlos Quinton in right. Ramon Castro is the catcher, and Brett Morrell is the third baseman. A's starting defense brought to you by Black Diamond Brewing Company. Carter Davis Ramita in the outfield. E. Romero, Pennington, Ellis Barton on the infield. Kurt Suzuki is the catcher. Gio Gonzalez is the pitcher.
A's starting pitcher stats brought to you by your Bay Area Hyundai dealers. And Gio Gonzalez makes his first start as a 25-year-old. Happy belated birthday to Gio. Yesterday, he turned 25, making his 31st start. And for a starting pitcher, you have an ugly start as he did against the Royals. You cannot wait to take the mound. And he definitely looking forward to tonight's start after Kansas City, in which he gave up 7 runs in just 2+ innings. But great start against these White Sox. Matter of fact, the 2 pitchers on the mound tonight, Gio had a perfecto for 4 1/3 innings. And Gavin Floyd, 5+ innings, 5 1/3. So a couple guys who worked very quickly. A 2-hour, 19-minute game in Chicago in the series finale, won by the White Sox.
First pitch of the game to Lillibridge is a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. Lillibridge, Ramirez, Rios, top 3 in the White Sox order. 268, a couple of home runs, 14 RBIs for the White Sox. Second baseman, Gordon Beckham. Their second baseman is not in the lineup. A little bit banged up.
Well, Gio already throwing 2 very good pitches, the outside corner to the right-hander, Lillibridge. That's a pitch that's very important for him on the corner to the right-hander.
2 pitches long. In that game that Ray was talking about, Gonzalez start in Chicago. 11 strikeouts, pitched great, but it was 1 bad inning. And in that bad inning, it was this guy, Brent Lillibridge, who had a bases-loaded triple where Carson dove for the ball in right field and the ball went past him. Lillibridge was the guy who hit it, and it ended up being a bases-loaded triple. This time, Lillibridge strikes out swinging, and that's how the ball game is started.
And the first curveball for Gio, much better than any he threw against the Royals. The 2+ innings, the hard breaking ball to the back foot. Our Ultramo is brought to you by the Evergood Sausage Company. We're going to see a lot of Ultramo shots in this homestand in HD, of course. Comcast Sportsnet California, high definition, Ultramo. What more can you ask for? Nada. Just hope for more baseball, that's all. Just hope that the offseason goes fast.
That's right.
Be back in high definition and Ultramo again in 2011.
Alexi Ramirez, the shortstop, hitting .280 with 17 homers, 64 runs batted in. That one bounced right back to Gio Gonzalez. Flips to first, and that is out, number 2.
Check out our keys to the game brought to you by Toyota. Last homestand, let's make it a good one. How about 7 in a row? Forget about just staying at 500. 7 in a row. Gio goes for number 15. His second shot at that, and Sox are struggling, losers of 6 in a row. Of course, the A's helped them by winning 2 of 3 against the Twins over the weekend. There's Mark Kotsay standing behind Ozzie Guillen. Kotsay, of course, one of the good guys in the game, played for the Athletics.
Here's Alex Rios.
See, with the White Sox, you got the good guys, the big guys.
The good guys, the big guys.
Hawk came in and said hello.
That's all I needed.
Hey, big guy.
Whatever happens after that doesn't matter because it's going to be a good night.
And said hello to big guy B.I.
Yeah. That puts B.I. and myself in the same category. Just the way we like it, huh, B.I.? Big guy. Big guy. Oh, good breaking ball. And Rios watches it drop into the strike zone, 1-2.
Well, I saw Hawk coming up the elevator, and he said, pitching. Talked about the ERA, and I'm sure he's looking at this hook from Gio Gonzalez saying, wow, that's an unhittable breaking pitch. Another one.
So a very good inning for Gio Gonzalez, a couple of strikeouts, and indeed it looks like the good stuff is there tonight for Gio Gonzalez. Bottom of the first coming up, no score. And he steps in and takes a first pitch strike from Gavin Floyd, the big right-hander for the White Sox. And a quick 0-2.
Short armor is the tall one, Gavin Floyd. As he makes his delivery, it's kind of a short arm delivery, and that last pitch, a little quick slider after a first pitch fastball. Retired the first 15 batters he faced at Chicago, and then August the 1st is a rematch of the two guys who went head-to-head.
He is big. 6'6", 235 pounds is Gavin Floyd, 27 years old. He's got good stuff, and if his curveball is working, he can be tough. But sometimes, at least according to White Sox people, I tell you, it's not always there. It's not always working for him. If it is, look out.
It's hard to believe a 10-13 record for somebody that has the stuff that he has. The stuff being a fastball, curveball, slider, and changeup. All four quality pitches.
10-13 with an ERA just a shade over 4 for Gavin Floyd.
090's fastball did a top out.
2-2 to Rajai Davis. We'll give you the rest of the A's lineup in just a moment.
Rajai should be a fixture in center field and probably the leadoff spot since Coco Crisp has the fractured finger, the left pinky. Helping the skipper tonight.
Little pop up. Kirko's going to come over and not be able to get it.
Castro didn't see it.
So Davis in the leadoff spot. He'll be followed by Barton, Ellis, Cust, Suzuki, Iwamura, Hermida, Carter, and Pennington. That is your Athletics starting lineup. Ramon Castro is going to walk out to the mound. And now they're going to come out. Are they going to look at Floyd? What's the problem here? Trainers are coming out. Lindsey Guillen's coming out. Defensively for the White Sox, Jones, Rios, Carlos Quinton in the outfield. Morel, Ramirez, Lillibridge, Konerko on the infield. Castro, that's Ramon Castro, is the catcher. Floyd, the pitcher. And immediately there's somebody starting to throw out in the White Sox bullpen. That's Tony Pena. He's coming out.
Well, last one to Rajay Davis, the 7th pitch. He's fouled off 3. Started the count 0-2, or the at bat 0-2. The last one. He's pointed to Castro to let him know where the foul ball is.
Well, when we find out what it was, we will let you know. But so Gavin Floyd, 7 pitches. So when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. From now until October 10th, thousands will win cash and prizes every day. Visit CashCreek.com for details. Now, welcome back to the Coliseum. Kind of a strange start to the bottom of the first inning. Gavin Floyd, the White Sox starter, threw 7 pitches, and then he left with an injury. We don't know what it is.
Talked to Ed Farmer, longtime broadcaster, former pitcher. Look at the numbers of Tony Pena, 49 appearances, 3 of those against the A's, and he did go in his 3 2/3 innings on July the 24th. A's hit him for a couple of home runs. 4 runs, 4 hits, 4 walks, Suzuki and Cust with home runs. But Ed Farmer, just watching Floyd as he was pitching, he said, you know, he's not really rotating his hips, and this time last year had a hip problem, so perhaps it's the same thing.
So Tony Pena comes on, and the first pitch he throws on a 2-2 count, Rajay Davis. It's a fly ball to center field, so that is out number 1.
92nd, first baseman, Number 10, Derek Barton.
So that'll bring up Derek Barton. Numbers for Barton on the year, 275 with 8 home runs and 49 runs batted in.
Well, at least odds again with another right-hander.
That's true.
Imagine you load up a lineup against a certain guy, say a right-hand, put a lot of lefties in there. Oh, guy can't throw more than 7 pitches, and then bring in a lefty. September call-ups, put a whole new lineup in. Not necessary, though. The A's sticking with this lineup. Unfortunately, because of a few injuries, they're going to have to. Pena, mid-90s with his fastball and the cutter, slider, and changeup that he throws. So he is the ultimate long man tonight for Ozzie Guillen. There's a whole bunch of guys on the A's bench with the September roster increase.
1-2 to Barton with Mark Ellis in the on-deck circle. Mark Ellis, the guy right now that you want to get some hitters on in front of him. That's how hot he is. Barton toward left center field, and that'll get down. And that's going to roll all the way to the wall. It's picked up by the center fielder Rios, and Derek Barton has a one-out double.
Well, the changeup, and Derek Barton, of course, a very good hitter as far as waiting. That's why he's walked over 100 times. And, of course, seeing the changeup, that great swing of the pitch running away from him, takes it perfectly to left center field. And he was thinking about 3. Rounded second aggressively, but went back to the back. So a nice way to start the game for Derek Barton. An opposite field double.
.426 the average for Mark Ellis in the month of September. Ellis with 26 hits in 61 at-bats. So you saw the home run from Ellis yesterday at Target Field. His 4th of the year. He's got 42 runs batted.
As he told his post game, took a changeup from Liriano. He got it and he hit it. There's not a Dallas Braden type changeup either. Maybe kind of like a batting practice fastball, and Mark Ellis crushed it for his 4th home run. So, Mark, you've got 7 games to hit 1 at home. Said all 4 on the road. The A's fans a little upset that he hasn't hit 1 at home.
Close pitch, just a bit off the plate. 2-2. Jack Cust in the on-deck circle. An off-speed pitch. Looks like it just slipped out of the hand of Pena a little bit.
And he's asking for time so he can make an adjustment and tie his shoes or something, just to kind of slow himself down, because that was definitely a pitch that got away.
It's like the shoes you used to wear, Ray. Huh? High tops.
Didn't have that big swoosh on it, though. That was done for TV time right there. He just earned his contract.
Yes, he did. Three-two pitch, pop up, foul territory, and nobody's going to get it. Konerko looks pretty excited about all the foul territory he's going to have to deal with the next 3 days. Hey, the way he's hitting, he can do whatever he wants.
Yes, he can. Yeah, he's having a great season.
Manny Ramirez.
Number 99. 99 on your back, number 1 in your heart.
Not everybody's hard. Ellis hits it hard on the ground. Morale has it, flips it across. Ellis is retired. Barton stays at second.
The reaction on a hard sinker down and in. Of course, you mentioned Pena with a good fastball, mid-90s, so you try to protect with a couple of strikes. Mark Ellis, though, still hit it hard, just the old Adam ball back to the third baseman.
So Cuss steps in with 12 home runs, 46 runs batted in. A couple home runs on the road trip. He's finished the trip 3-3, losing 2 out of 3 in Kansas City, winning 2 out of 3 in Minneapolis. So the A's back to that 500, 74-74. And including tonight, 14 games left.
31st time, 500.
Oh, and 1 to Cust. A's are 44-30 at home, 30-44 on the road, and they're 3-3 against the White Sox.
1, 2, 3 here, lost 2 or 3 there, and that's if you can play well on the road, reasonable in a way, and have a good record in the league, you have a chance to win a lot of games because you got to play well at home, and have a good record at home. And I think the A's just going to have to figure out a way to give up 2 fewer runs on the road, same as they do at the Coliseum. That's probably the biggest discrepancy.
Yeah, pitching.
Yeah, the ERA on the road, which is highest, and at home the lowest. There's a couple of guys who will obviously get better. Cahill, Brett Anderson.
Cuss to left field. Andrew Jones is right there. He's got it side retired. Barton with the 1-out double. He is stranded at second. We go to the second. Manny Ramirez will hit second. No score.
Raise your Budweisers and celebrate the first.
Gio Gonzalez had a very good first inning, couple of strikeouts.
Well, they had to wait a long time, but it was not because his club was scoring runs. For Gavin Floyd, if you're just joining us, 7 pitches, and then Floyd had to leave the game. Tony Pena pitched, faced 3 batters, actually 4 if you count the 2-2 pitch to Rajay Davis. So Gio, a long time in between. But all he has to do is just remember what he did in the top half. The first 2 strikeouts, 2 outstanding curveballs.
Here's Konerko. Check out the numbers for Paul Konerko. 6th in the league in average, 2nd in home runs, 5th in RBIs.
Did I hear free agent?
Yes, you did.
I asked him about getting hit by Carl Pavano, hit in the face, and scary moment. And he said he was actually looking down for a pitch down in the zone. The pitch came up and in, and he just turned, and it fortunately missed the area right below his eye.
High pop-up. Derek Barton on the run, up over the mound, and he could not quite make the catch.
Well, great job as he approached the bullpen mound. He knew he was close. He did not want to do a header. Did not want to do a face plant. Watch him, like a little stutter step up on the mound, reached up and just overran it. Ran too fast.
Well, that's hard to do.
Yeah.
Full speed and then try to navigate that mound.
There's no doubt you try to peek just to see how close you are to running up on the mound. Of course, this is the only baseball field that you have to worry about that. Well,
a liner right into the glove of Cliff Pennington.
St. Petersburg, the Tampa Bay Rays, has their bullpen on the field.
It's our Bloomberg Sports graphic. It has to do with ground ball percentage from Anderson, Gonzalez, and Cahill this year. No surprise, Trevor Cahill, the green, is on top. He's got that great sinker ball. Brett Anderson in white, Gio Gonzalez in blue. But really, if you think about it, Ray, obviously you think Trevor Cahill is a good sinker. He's going to get a lot of ground balls. You think of the downward movement on the breaking pitches of Gio Gonzalez and Brett Anderson, and that's a tough pitch to elevate, and they're going to get ground balls as well. Manny Ramirez is the hitter. So Bloomberg Sports, the leader in data analysis, has developed an analytical product being used by baseball clubs. There's also a product for fans. Improve your fantasy play or track your favorite players and teams. Go to BloombergSports.com for details. So Manny Ramirez coming over in the trade. He really has not had a huge impact in his short time with the White Sox.
Doesn't look like he got much of his haircut.
I don't think so. I thought that was part of the rule, but I guess they made an exception. That one bounced foul. This is his only home run with the White Sox.
Got to hear the big guy say, put it on the board.
555 career home runs for Manny Ramirez. Hits it into right field for a base hit. So Ramirez goes with the pitch. So Ramirez with a one-out single. I think Manny Ramirez will be an interesting guy to watch this offseason. See what happens with him.
He's always been a good hitter and hits the ball where it is pitched. And probably figured he's going to get a curveball with 2 strikes, which he did, and he pulled foul, and then a fastball away that he decided to go to the opposite field. The thing about him, he is very good with runners in scoring position. He doesn't want to try to hit home runs. He just wants to drive the runs in. And that's really the ultimate hitter, the consummate hitter who is an RBI producer and will do anything he can to get the run in.
He's a hard player to figure out, though, at this point in his career. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
I mean, some teammates say he's great, but there's some bad stories coming out of Boston, and he went from being the toast of the town in L.A. quickly to where really the Dodgers just gave him away. So you just wonder what is really going on. Andrew Jones skies one to shallow center.
Andrew Jones just missed one.
Yeah.
But that's a good fastball from Gio. 92, a little bit extra on it. And Andrew Jones thinking about crushing one.
So 18 major league seasons for Manny Ramirez. And listen, terrific numbers.
Carlos.
There's no question about that. But when I say interesting offseason, will somebody sign Manny Ramirez? And will he get any money out of the deal? I can't believe anybody's going to give him a whole lot.
Not a whole lot. It's just a matter of how much he wants to play. He's really a Hall of Famer now.
Sure.
Assuming they go by strictly the stats which is shown.
Yeah.
They don't think about off-field stuff. There's always that might come into the picture.
But he's been hurt a lot lately as well. Then that probably would play into the team's decision. Up the middle. Pennington, the throw, and he throws it into the White Sox dugout. It comes bouncing back out, but it went in, so the runners will be allowed to move up. That's that play that you talked about over the weekend, Ray, where most shortstops wouldn't even get to that ball. Well, he did, but because he got to it, he's going to end up getting an error.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go to second base and try to get Ramirez and make the short throw. If you get Ramirez, that's fine. If not, Kurt Suzuki cannot back up because of the runner going to second base. If you guys diving in the dugout.
So it's a hit and an error.
So exactly right. Gets to the ball, makes a bad throw. So it is a hit, but it's an error also.
So second and third. 2 outs for Ramon Castro. Castro, 7 homers, 20 RBIs, and there's the strike to even up the count at 1-1.
Gio's got one of those good hard curveballs in his back pocket. Throw it down in the inning, get the strikeout, get back to the dugout, and the error won't cost him. And remember, the last start, 7 runs that Gio gave up, all with 2 outs. 3 in the first, 3 in the second. Left in the third with a runner on, and he also scored after 2 outs. So this is a big pitch, big batter for him in this game.
And he got it. He went to the breaking ball. Castro strikes out. And the White Sox strand a pair in the top of the second. Bottom of the second coming up, it'll be Suzuki, Iwamura, and Hermida.
The season's finale, Chevy Free Parking Tuesday. Free parking. Also, drivers can show their Chevy car keys on that night of the game, the A's box office, and receive a field-level game ticket and a $20 savings of $6. Right now, go to OaklandAthletics.com. Free parking.
Can't beat it.
buy you a beverage and a hot dog.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe even CBI.
Or a beverage and a hot dog. 0-1 to Kurt Suzuki. He'll be followed by Iwamura and Hermida. Tony Pena.
Got a nice delivery from Malona. Connie the cookie lady brought up some cookies tonight.
Thank you, Connie.
Yeah. So Grady's already sampled them. Well, good, Grady. He's never said no. Marty was on the phone, or he would have had some too.
One and two to Kurt Suzuki. Line drive, and Jones will play it on hot. Kurt Suzuki is aboard with a leadoff single.
Yeah, no doubt. You know how or kind of success you've had against a pitcher, and when Floyd left and Pena came in, Suzuki said, "I didn't even hit you. I hit a home run off you in July." So I have an idea what he's going to throw, and he did with 2 strikes. Suzuki hit his 11th home run against Floyd or Pena on the 24th of July. And we're approaching September 24th. He has 12. So home run. Of course, the whole team getting a little bit of a drop. But still at 500, a 74 record. Doing it without the long ball.
Kurt Suzuki was glad to see Pena come in the game.
Absolutely. Outfield really playing Iwamura very shallow in center and left. And of course, he does open up, but with the ball outside, he can drive it to the opposite field, which he did in Minneapolis. His first game for the Athletics here at the Coliseum, joining the club on the road.
On 2 to Iwamura. This one's popped up, and it's going to reach the seats.
You know, when Iwamura joined the club, we saw a lot of 4-3s, right?
Yeah.
Now's the perfect time to have a 4-3. Lead off double. Get him to third base, Suzuki, and Martins was a 1-out double. Oh, he's at first. I guess it's kind of tough to get
we
him.
don't want a 4-3 here.
For some reason, I had him at second. No, definitely don't want him with a 4-3. Maybe I was thinking of Barton's
I was trying to figure out where you were going with that 4-3.
I guess Suzuki wasn't as fast as I thought. No, I'm not watching football. No, maybe I should be though.
Nah. That one's hit to center. Hit pretty well. Rios racing back. Still going back in front of the wall, and he makes the catch. Iwamura put a charge into it.
And as shallow as Rios was playing, fortunately for him, the ball stayed up a long time because he had a long way to run. And Kurt Suzuki, you normally see a runner at first base tag, but because Rios kept running, Suzuki got close to second base, not for sure that he was going to catch the ball. And the worst thing there, to go back to first base, have the ball fall, and get only to second base, or to have their hitter pass you.
The 1-out, and here's Jeremy Hermida. The combined numbers for Hermida with the Red Sox and the Athletics. Yankees leading the Rays 8-5, that game in the 9th inning. Keep an eye on that one. Of course, that's that big battle in the AL East. First of a 4-game series at Yankee Stadium.
The Yankees traded for Curtis Granderson. He hit a 3-run home run. Did he also hit a 2-run BI?
I think he hit 2 home runs, yeah.
2 and a 3-run home run. BI just confirmed that. You know that place is packed.
Yep.
All 4 games at Yankee Stadium.
Outside corner strike. The Twins are winning big 9-3 in the 8th inning at home against the Indians. Twins with a magic number of 4. So if they win that game, their magic number will be 3, and then they will sit back and see what happens with these White Sox. Magic number goes down 1 when you win, and it goes down another 1 if the second place team loses. The great thing about a magic number, it can never go up. It can only go down. It's not like games back. Hermida off the end of the bat, and the count is 2-2.
And if you're a team, you always want to be able to have a magic number.
You want a magic number. Yes, you do. That is the Central, which not that long ago, it was a pretty close race, but the White Sox have lost 6 in a row. They've lost 10 out of 12, and they just finished a 2-7 homestand, and that pretty much knocked them out of any chance to make the postseason. A little flare to left field, and it'll drop for a hit. So Hermida loops one into left field, and the A's have 2 on and 1 out.
Pena was staying outside to Hermida. Hermida has been one to pull a lot of pitches since he's been with the club, but this is all he could do. Let's serve it out to left field. It's just strange to see Andrew Jones playing someplace other than center field.
I agree. There is the nosedive by the White Sox. Haven't been scoring, and they've been giving up a lot. So on the 6th of September, just 3.5 games out. So a disappointing finish to this season for the White Sox. And when they were 3.5 out, that was right around the time that got Manny Ramirez. So they were thinking that he was going to give them a lift, and that has not happened. One-0 pitch to Carter is a strike, 1-1. So Chris Carter with an RBI opportunity.
Gavin Floyd, tightness in his right shoulder had nothing to do with his hips. This means they had to leave the game.
Carter bounces it back to Pena on a broken bat. Lillibridge, the second baseman, on the pivot, and that is the double play. So Carter breaks his bat. 1-4-3 on the double play, and the A's do not score.
A's host the Rangers. First pitch is at 7:05. 10,000 fans that night. We'll get a 2010 A's team photos brought to you by Comerica Bank. Get tickets online at OaklandAthletics.com or call 877-493-BALL. That was a live picture.
Yes, it was. How about that, huh? Team picture, in the process of taking the team picture. Top of the third inning, no score between the A's and the White Sox. Brett Morel, the third baseman, getting a chance to play a little bit down the stretch. Numbers in the minor leagues: 10 home runs, 64 runs batted in, and now 3-0. Gonzalez has given up a couple of hits, both those in the second inning. He got 3 strikeouts. It's too bad that last start that Gio had, the one in Kansas City where he lasted just 2 innings, it probably cost him a chance to maybe get to the 200 inning mark. With his 2 tonight, he's at 183 and 2/3 innings. I guess he still has.
Yeah, he's still got 2 more starts after tonight.
So 2 starts after tonight.
Yeah, he should get there.
So yeah, actually he cannot get knocked out early again, but he's certainly got a pretty good chance to get, and that would be a real good thing, get to that 200 inning mark. Nice pitch, fastball inside corner. Morel with the strikeout. Here's our Subway Eat Fresh Ask Glenn and Ray question.
Now batting,
Rick from Santa Rosa asked, Rich from Santa Rosa asked, when a pitcher is warming up, what does it mean when he flips his glove at his catcher?
He's telling him he's going to throw a curveball. Because otherwise, when he's taking his 8 warm-up tosses, he starts with the fastballs, and it just kind of show his glove.
Bennington runs it across. Lillibridge is out.
But because the catcher is not giving signs, he has to know what the pitcher is going to be throwing. So he usually starts with maybe 2 or 3 fastballs and then throw a couple of curveballs, depending how many pitches he has. And he'll use his 8 to try to throw as many of his pitches. So he'll flip the glove over, show a curveball. He'll turn it to the side, kind of a slider.
Sort of a universal.
Yeah, it's a sign.
Universal sign between pitcher and catcher during warm-ups.
And if he takes his glove and kind of goes down, it's a changeup.
Just giving the catcher a heads up.
And I've seen at times when a pitcher is given that kind of a nonchalant, and the catcher didn't see him, and he's looking fastball and throws a curve. That's not good.
No, that's not.
Especially when you're warming up a pitcher between innings.
You should not have to block balls in between innings.
I tried to do triple A, and I turned my head, hit me in my ear.
You were trying
Cut
to
my
impress.
ear.
You were impressing the staff. You wanted to get to the big league. Bunted. It's going to be Suzuki. Throw to first, and they just get the speedy Alexei Ramirez. Good play by Kurt Suzuki, and that's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Gio Gonzalez. Bottom of the third, coming up, no score. Cliff Pennington leading off the bottom of the third. The first pitch to Pennington. Tony Pena is a strike. 246 with 4 home runs and 39 runs batted in. A little bit of a struggle offensively lately for Cliff Pennington.
Got a note from my good friend Monty Moore, and he said, of course, all the years that he broadcast and had Campy, but he's been so impressed with Cliff Pennington's arm strength.
How could you not?
Exactly. But how about arm strength of Kurt Suzuki? This is a great shot. It just goes to show you, as a catcher, an ultra mo. But watch the runner, Ramirez. Watch what he does. He's jumping right there. Look, he's airborne. Airborne. And Derek Barton able to make the catch. An ultra mo. Got the grip. A very good throw by Kurt Suzuki. Nice stretch by Derek Barton to get out of the way. But from a runner standpoint, ideally you want to run through the bag. You don't want to jump at the bag because you can't go very fast if you're airborne, at least in that situation. And it's going to be a close play. You want to just run, take the short strides, you run through the bag, and kind of helped Kurt Suzuki make the great play and still get him out.
So 0-1 to Rajai Davis, who had a fly ball to center field in the first inning. Rajai was at the plate when the White Sox starter, Gavin Floyd, had to leave the game with some arm stiffness. Rajai had a 2-2 count, and then Tony Pena came in the first pitch. Rajai hit a fly ball to center field. This one is going to fall in front of Carlos Quentin. Certainly looked like he lost that ball in the lights because it was a very, very catchable ball and kind of fought it right up until the end, and then it bounced right in front of him. So it'll be a base hit for Rajai Davis.
Well, it stayed up quite a while. It looked like he's going to have plenty of time. He did, but that's when he shied away from it, backhanded the ball, because he definitely lost it in the lights there, trying to find the ball coming out. So you can talk about sunshine, sunglasses, but nothing you can do if you're looking up and those bright lights with the ball right in them. And you just hope the ball comes out and you can catch it, but he did not. By the way, Monty also still talking about his night here in your fabulous outfit on 70s night.
Well, Monty's one inning. Yeah. Seriously, I wasn't even part of it. You were, but it was one of my favorite innings.
He had the dinger.
That's great.
Kurt Suzuki.
Oh man, I laugh when I think about it.
Oh yeah.
The timing could not have been better.
Scripted. Follow the script.
The dinger.
Yeah. Monty down in Porterville as he watches our games. Quick pitch to Balky.
Rajai Davis gets to second on the balk.
Well, it had to be for the quick pitch. Watch him see if he pauses at all when he comes up. No pause whatsoever. You've got to at least pause enough. That's what the home plate umpire Mark Lewinsky's talking about. He said you dropped down, you came up, and that's probably more deception of the runner than anything.
Yeah, that's a good
flinch,
call.
but that's definitely deceiving the runner. There's your pause.
Rajai Davis takes off for third. The throw is not in time as Davis went back to touch the bag. Ed Hickox, the third base umpire, did not call it right away, which means Rajai probably went right past the bag.
Well, he did, and he has slide feet first. Great jump. Castro with a strong throw, but watch as he goes through, and if Morel had stayed with, he was just happy to catch the ball. And I think that's the biggest reason he did not go back and tag Rajai or try to stay with the tag right at the end. But Rajai very quick to get back. So is this going to be a Rajai run?
Infield comes in, and the pitch is up and away, 2-0. So stolen base for Rajai Davis. That is number 45.
Well, he likes to do that so often, especially with one out, to get to third base, bring the infield in, give Derek Barton a chance to get him in. Rajai, though, feet first, no head first slide here, and his momentum just carried him past the bag. And Terrell just could not make the tag, but I think more than anything, when you get a short hop, you want to make the catch first if you're the third baseman, then worry about the runner later.
So 3-1 to Derek Barton, who doubled to left center in the first inning. And there's a 3-1 pitch right down the middle, and he took it. It's 3-2.
Yeah, maybe sitting soft, maybe sitting changeup. He had a changeup, was nice to bat for the double, but that's a 3-1 fastball, very hittable pitch. Strike 3, too.
It is. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. And Barton looks at 3-1, looks at 3-2, and he strikes out. Looking with a runner at third and 1 out.
Now Castro inside corner, and Pena put it there perfectly. Derek turning away because he could not swing, hoping it's going to be called inside. Thought it was going to be, and was not. 3-1 was the pitch because that was right down the middle.
So here's Mark Ellis, and he takes up and in. Yeah, 3-2 pitch was a very good pitcher's pitch. Good take by Ellis, and now he's got a good count, 2-0. Ellis bounced out to third in the first inning. On deck is Jack Cust. And it could be that Pena is pitching Ellis carefully. He is a red-hot hitter. Nothing against Jack Cust, but nobody has a better batting average in the month of September than Mark Ellis in the American League. That one runs inside in a 4-pitch walk.
I agree with you, but he could also just be wild.
Yeah, that's true.
He's 3-0 to Barton. Came back and struck him out on 3 fastballs. You know, that's the time, too. We don't see a lot of it, but you're a hot hitter. And let's say a pitcher is pitching around. He might make a mistake and throw a 3-0 fastball down the middle. He shouldn't. And that one was way off, 3-0. But that's sometimes you get a green light. Very hot hitter. Take a chance, look for a fastball middle of the plate, and let it go.
So see if Cust can come through here for the A's in the third. First pitch is outside corner, and that's a strike. Cust did a fly ball to left field to end the first inning. And that one just missed a bit inside, says Mike Malinsky, the home plate umpire. .51 pitches so far for Tony Pena out of the White Sox bullpen. I don't know how long he'll be able to go. Cust takes that one and it drops low.
You're using the slide step, thinking that maybe the A's with the speed at the corners. Mark Ellis with good speed as well, and something might be on with 2 outs.
Strike, 2-2. Working that inside corner.
Two-seamer bringing it back just
good
enough, yeah. Especially to a left-hander, the right-hander. As hard as he throws, you have a tendency just to flinch a little bit with the velocity, and then with the movement comes right back over the corner.
very close, and Pena thought it was a strike. So did I.
And Castro
thought it was a strike. The White Sox infielders thought it was a strike.
You tell me what's wrong with it. Unless Mike Malinsky thought it was high because it was down the middle.
Pretty good pitch to hit.
Yeah. Because they throw him a changeup 3-2. He's got a good changeup.
So Ellis will take off. It's a high pop up down the left field line. Standing outside the batter's box. Now he's ready. Steps back in. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He went with a breaking ball. And the A's do not score. So they strand a runner at third and they strand a runner at first. Fourth inning coming up. No score. Season record for most stolen bases. Is it that guy right there, Juan Pierre? Could be. Juan Pierre this year has 58 stolen bases. Is that the record?
You have to remember the White Sox at one time were called the Go-Go Sox.
That's a good call.
And they could go-go.
Went to the World Series. Rajay Davis second behind Pierre.
Now batting.
Well, just think, and Pierre playing pretty much every day to get to the 58 total. Rajay Davis, for a period of time, was not playing a lot. And
or how about Coco Crisp?
Oh, Coco, exactly.
Had played the whole year, he would, I don't want to say clearly be leading, but he would be right up there with Pierre, I would think. Here's Konerko with one out. Outside corner strike. I don't have the numbers in front of me. It's just a guess, but it seems like the stolen base is starting to come back a little bit.
I think it has to. It's just a different style of game, or at least it's reverting to the style of game that it was before second baseman started hitting opposite field home runs.
And shortstops.
Yeah, you didn't want to take a chance of trying to have a guy steal a base and get thrown out when you have a power hitter at every position. But times have changed, and it's great to see the running game come back. And a guy, you know, can get a first base with a couple outs, get in a scoring position, maybe score a run. Sometimes it's easier that way than to sit around hoping for a home run. Single, a lot of times, obviously, is much easier to get than a home run. Rajai thought he had a Rajai run, but it didn't work out.
1-2 to Konerko with Manny Ramirez in the on-deck circle. Konerko just got a piece of it.
Manny Ramirez in the second inning, and this curveball to Konerko, not the real sharp breaking curveball that he threw to Little Bridge and Rios in the first inning. And even to Castro in the second inning. Gets back to the rolling curveball. It slows it down, gives the hitter a chance to make an adjustment. In case of Ramirez, he fouled one off, got a fastball. Same with Konerko. There it is.
That's the good one.
That's what he wants to get.
So that is strikeout number 5 for Gio Gonzalez.
4 with the very good curveball. See how hard he throws it? That's the perfect curveball. It's a pitch that a right-hander, of course, Brett Anderson's the same way, the hard slider, and Gio with a good curveball. So very impressive evening for the former White Sox. Backward K was Morel, the fastball inside corner last inning. Another 4 swing and miss on the curveball.
First pitch to Manny Ramirez is just a bit outside. Ramirez had a base hit to right field his first time up. 39 career home runs. It's the Athletics for Manny Ramirez. It's always fun looking at a guy like Manny Ramirez's accomplishments. I didn't realize this. Probably should have. He has the most postseason home runs in Major League Baseball history. 29. He did that in 111 postseason games.
But in fairness to those who he passed, there was not a division series, which 5 games, and a league championship series. I know even in the 70s was a 5-game series, not 7 like it is now.
So
more games.
Yeah, almost twice as many.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. Between the division and same with Derek Jeter, all those years with the Yankees. 96, except for 1 year to current of going to the postseason, but division, league championship, and then the World Series.
(3-1) to Ramirez, and there's a good pitch. Fastball down around the knees, and Ramirez could not pull the trigger.
Cappy, some people have their ways that they'd like to see. It's a good fastball. That's a challenging fastball. I'd like to see the division series go to 7 games, so you'd have 7-7-7.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I agree. You play 162 to get to postseason, and you have to win 3 of 5 in a very, very short series.
I just felt like in a 5-game series, you really can't afford a mistake. Now, you probably can in a 7-game series, but 5, I mean, there's just no room for error anywhere. I mean, I know it's only 2 games, but I mean, I think most players, managers, GMs, I think they would tell you that that 5-game series is the scariest series of all.
Yeah, it's the STA 4 years in a row.
Exactly. You can't let one slip away.
Well, Gio just more or less reared back and challenged Manny Ramirez with a good 94-mile-an-hour fastball, and he could not get around him. It's impressive.
He takes the breaking ball, and it's a pretty good at bat by Ramirez. He gets the walk.
Now, when Manny fouled the curveball off his last at bat and takes this one, he's kind of an idea that he's going to get the curveball with a couple of strikes. That's probably why he fouled the good fastball back, because he was sitting curveball.
So Andrew Jones will hit. He hit a fly ball to center field his first at bat. Changeup from Gio Gonzalez, just missed outside. Angels leading the Rangers 2-1 in the 4th inning down in Anaheim. First of that 3-game series before the Rangers make their way up the coast for the 4-game series here at the Coliseum starting Thursday. Rangers with a magic number of 6. Right now trailing 2-1 in the 4th. Good fastball. And you know what? Andrew Jones did what you're supposed to do on 2-0. He swung really, really hard. So hard, you should hold on to the bat.
It's supposed to come out of your shoes. He came out of his bat. Boy, Jordan. Just back there, had a cup of water, and then big swing. Almost fell down, and the big bat just kept going. At least it was completely intact. Now the projectile broken. This was the case yesterday in Florida.
Knees for a strike, 2-2.
I think we had some hitters sitting on his curveball. And Manny, and now Andrew Jones, at least with that last fastball. See how he took that?
Good call, yeah.
It's like he knows it's coming.
So maybe a little late on a fastball or not able to pull the trigger on a fastball. But they're eyeballing that curveball.
He took that just like he knew it was coming, or at least felt it was, based on, I wouldn't say a pattern that's been developed, but it's his go-to pitch, his strikeout pitch with a couple of strikes.
Ramirez takes off, and the pitch is a fastball just a bit low, and it's a walk. So back-to-back walks to Ramirez and Jones here in the 4th. Well, sometimes you can know a lot about what a hitter's thinking, how he takes a pitch. Not always how he swings at a pitch. So Kurt Young trots back to the dugout. 58 pitches for Gio Gonzalez. 2 walks, 5 strikeouts so far. And here's Carlos Quentin. Carlos Quentin had a base hit in the 2nd inning. It was the ground ball that Pennington fielded and threw wildly to first. Good year power-wise for Carlos Quentin. 25 homers, 84 runs batted in, but the batting average just .237. There's a cross up, and luckily Kurt Suzuki was able to catch it.
Well, it's too bad he had to move as much as he did to catch it, because it looked like it was a pretty good strike. But because he jumped up, he probably blocked Malinsky. Gio, just step back, settle down, concentrate, talk to the ball if you have to, wait for an answer.
2-0 pitch. Fastball low. 95, but just a little bit down below the knees, so it's 3-0. I'd be careful with this one.
Yep.
Ramon Castro is in the on-deck circle. It's on the outside corner, so a well-spotted fastball from Gonzalez.
Well, you get the green light 3-0. Doesn't mean you swing at everything, and if it's a pitcher's pitch, as that one was, you take it. After all, if it's 3-0, you got 3 chances. You have to throw 3 strikes.
That one on the inside corner, so 2 very good pitches.
Inside was the target, inside was the pitch, and perfectly thrown inside corner. You know, you could probably throw him a curveball here. He might get him a chase, because if he struggles runners in scoring position, he may be geared up for a good fastball, which he's seen 5 fastballs, except for the 1 crossup.
Runners go, and it's a fastball, and it's inside. So 3 straight walks by Gio Gonzalez, and the White Sox have the bases loaded. Ramon Castro is the
Now
hitter.
batting, number 27, Ramon Castro.
'83 walks now for Gio Gonzalez on the season. C.J. Wilson is the only pitcher that has walked more. But he gets ahead of Ramon Castro with a swinging strike. Booth Bonser will get things going down in the bullpen. A shot into the seats foul, and Gonzalez bounces back and gets ahead of Ramon Castro 0-2.
Struck him out with a 1-2 curveball his first at bat. Castro very aggressive. Gio smartly going out of the windup. No worry about Ramirez at third base. He's not going anywhere, so he can get into the windup where he's more comfortable. Then pause. Hook.
Curveball, and Castro strikes out again. You had to know it was coming. 6 strikeouts for Gio Gonzalez. The White Sox leave the bases loaded in the top of the fourth. Single season record for most stolen bases. Remember this guy, Ray? Rudy Law had 77 steals in 1983. I think the White Sox won a division title in 1983.
Tony La Russa was the manager.
Yeah. So Rudy Law had 77 that year.
He wasn't one of the Go-Go Sox either.
No. When the White Sox won the World Series in 2005, Scott Podsednik had the second most steals in a season in White Sox history. He had 59. That year of the Go-Go White Sox, 1959, when they went to the World Series and lost to the Dodgers, Luis Aparicio had 56. He was kind of the catalyst of that team, wasn't he?
From Venezuela, as is Omar Vizquel. He's wearing that number 11 that was retired.
There's a base hit for Kurt Suzuki right back up the middle. So Kurt is 2 for 2.
And that's 5 for 6 against Pena. The A's have had base runners in every inning. They just have not put anything together. Last inning, runner at third, 1 out. And the shot right back up the middle. Good swing by Kurt Suzuki, and ultra-low. Look at the bat and top hand. Follow through perfect. And the Kurt Yogi Berra Suzuki, number 8.
Yep. with a bunt attempt. The bunts and foul. Uemura hit a long fly ball to center field his first at bat.
Well, this is bunting for a base hit, trying to push the ball. Morel.
That one bounced into right field, a base hit. Kurt Suzuki to second, and he will stop there. Quinton has a pretty good arm. Suzuki thought about trying for third. Uemura bounces one through.
Well, Suzuki had to stop and make sure he was not hit by the ball over the head of Konerko. High chopper. But Suzuki stopped, made sure ball does not hit him, and at that point you just shut it down. Especially with the arm of Quinton. Not want to run into it out. Run hard to second, maybe you get a throw and might throw in the dugout. I thought he was playing on the artificial surface in Tampa.
Bounce slowly to short. Ramirez has it. Out at second. Littlebridge the turn, and Hermida, just like that, hits into a 6-4-3 double play. So 2 outs. That one right off the end of the bat.
Left fielder.
Miller did a great job trying to get down to up in the second baseman Littlebridge, but did not happen.
So a good time for maybe Chris Carter's first hit. If he got it, he would not get a run. Carter hit into a 1-4-3 double play, his first at bat. That pitch just a bit high, 2-0. Standing next to Chris Carter today, Ray. I know we were talking, boy, is he big or what? Oh, man.
Gus was
he
down.
He is a big man.
Gus, of course, down by the clubhouse.
Wow.
Carter walked out, and Gus looked at me and goes,
wow. He is big. Strong.
Yeah, Gus, you got to watch him. Just open the door for him, Gus. Let him keep walking.
You may have to open both doors. Big, broad shoulder.
Well, we were figuring out that he joined the club in Seattle earlier, went to Minneapolis, went back to AAA, joined the club this past Tuesday in Kansas City. So this is his first game played at the Coliseum.
I think so, yeah.
31 home runs in Sacramento this year.
This one's popped up. Well, certainly the minor league resume is there for Chris Carter. It's just a matter of whether he can do it at this level. White Sox originally, and then traded Arizona, and then of course to the Athletics. 6'5", 230 pounds, and he may be bigger than that, and it is all muscle, folks.
Some big names in those trades too. Carlos Quinton, of course, kind of a nobody at the time with Arizona, but really has proven to be a great player for the White Sox.
Carter takes outside, and he gets the walk. So the inning stays alive.
Well, Mike Selleck, great notes that he puts together. The information director points out that Oakland A's most consecutive hitless at bats. And I remember this, and it's hard to believe, but in '86, Jose Canseco, 40. It was not to start his major league career, but August 8th to the 23rd, 0 for 40.
Well, and things turned out okay for him.
Yeah. It's a big homer.
Pennington bounced out to first. First at bat. And now it's 2-0. Angels have extended their lead. It's now 4-1 over the Texas Rangers in the 5th inning. Pennington trying to come through for the Athletics here in the fourth. He takes high with a fastball, 3-0. I'll give Pena some credit, though, right? He's thrown 71 pitches out of the bullpen. There's nobody down there, and he's still throwing hard. So he's kind of the ultimate longman right now. He's done a good job.
I'm sure Ozzie and Don Cooper, the pitching coach, will ask him every time he comes in, how do you feel? And this is where a pitcher has to be honest with the pitching coach or manager. They want to get as much as they can. Although with the increased roster, they would have a few more guys in the bullpen. But the way he's pitching, he hasn't lost anything.
Pennington, it's a high pop-up down the right field line. Carlos Quinton, he's got it. Side retired. A's strand a pair. So we have played 4 from the Coliseum. No score. A's and the White Sox.
Radical Reality Team, and to hear testimonials by A's players. In addition, groups of 25 plus will receive a special A's testimony card. For more information, visit OaklandAthletics.com. And I'll tell you what, I have seen Donnie Moore and the Radical team do some things that are unbelievable. Players would attest to the strengths of the Radical Reality Team, Donnie Moore, and that would be a good day to come out and see a great game. A day game against the Rangers here at the Coliseum, and stick around afterwards down behind the third base dugout, and you'll see some things that you'll go home and say, how'd they do that?
Young third baseman Brett Morrill, his second at bat. He struck out looking in the third. Bounces this one. Mark Ellis ranging far to his right, and he's not going to be able to get a throw off. So Morrill has himself an infield hit.
Mark Ellis just could not come up with it. Curveball didn't have the sharp break to it down and in, and the only thing Mark might have done there is flip it to Cliff Pennington, as Penny was there, and there's no way he wasn't going to throw him out anyway. He just had a range too far to his right. They ended up on the shortstop side of second.
So here's the top of the order for the White Sox. Brent Lillibridge. That is just the third hit that Gio Gonzalez has given up.
I thought this would be the 1-2-3 inning. Had the first, the third. So the odd innings have been good. 2 left on in the second, 3 in the fourth.
Lillibridge, a strikeout and a ground out to short. Swings at the 1-0 pitch and skies one toward Ellis behind first base. Ellis has it. Just a step into fair territory.
Good pitch by Gio Gonzalez. Kind of a quick pitch. He came set and he did pause long enough so he wouldn't have a similar ball called as Pena did. But paused just enough at a quick pitch to Littlebridge and could not get around on the good fastball. Pitch was just like their motion, their delivery to the plate. And Gio tonight has done a good job. He's pitched out of the stretch enough tonight to work on it.
White Sox have stranded 5 through the first 4 innings. 2 in the second, and the base is loaded in the 4th. See, Ramirez takes outside, and the count is 2-0. Ramirez bounced out back to the pitcher, and then a little tapper out in front of the plate that Kurt Suzuki made a nice play on. Threw him out by half a step. Ramirez, pretty good power, 17 homers, 64 runs batted in. Now 3-1. Big guys coming up next. Rios, and after Rios it would be Konerko.
Now Rios might be sitting fastball here, and if he challenges him, see what kind of swing he puts on the fastball.
He got a fastball, could not pull the trigger, so it's a full count.
Gio's doing a good job, especially the right-handed power hitters, getting the fastball inside. Ramirez leaning over the plate and inside. There's no way he's going to pull the trigger. Could not have hit it anyway.
Morel, the runner at third. Or the runner at first, excuse me. And he takes off. The pitch is low, and Ramirez has the walk. That is 4 walks now for Gio Gonzalez, and he's in another jam here in the 5th.
Now batting, number 51, Alex Rios.
So here's the third place hitter for the White Sox, Alex Rios. Morel at second, Ramirez at first. Rios, a strikeout and a fly ball to right field. 21 home runs and 86 runs batted in for Rios. That very unique batting style, which is a little bit different than what we've seen from Rios years past. Holds that his hands way down, even below his belt. Remember Bobby Bonds used to bat like that. Huh? Hold the bat, the hands way down. He does lift them up when the pitch is coming.
That's the key. You can start them wherever you want, just to get them in the hitting zone at the time the ball is on its way. So you don't have to move it too far and do it fast.
So 2-0 now. Rios, they struggled with the White Sox when they picked him up from the Blue Jays last year, but very talented player and has put together a very fine season for the Sox. He was going for a 3-0 lead there.
It's amazing to think about Gio Gonzalez and impressive fastball, that in fastball counts hitters are getting the pitch, and that one right down the middle. Swung and miss. Andrew Jones earlier popped one up.
Overthrew that one, and it's 3-1.
Gio started to show a little emotion.
Yep.
And
that's not good.
You know, he admitted it in his last start against Kansas City. Said it was the worst of the season for him, and now he's trying to regroup. More upset with himself than anything.
3-1 pitch. Toward left center. Playable for Rajay Davis. He's got it. So that's the good fastball, and it just got in a little bit on Rios, and could not get the meat of the bat on it. So when Gio needed the pitch, he made it right there.
Well, you get some upset hitters going back to the dugout. Just inside, and of course it was not intentional for the location to be there. It just happened to be inside of a great pitch.
Gio, he's going to clean his spikes off a little bit.
The old tongue depressor. Steve Sales gave it to Mike Malinsky. For football, of course, there was a game played yesterday. They take the mound out. It's actually, I think Clay Wood said it's kind of lifted out. So it becomes a flat area, and then it's brought back in. But there seems to be a lot of moisture in the field itself, and keeping the dirt not completely wet like it's raining, but enough moisture to keep it damp.
So big out to get here. It's Konerko with 2 on, 2 out. Konerko, a line drive to the shortstop and a strikeout. Breaking ball on the first pitch, and it's in for a strike. .315 with runners in scoring position. One of the reasons why Konerko has 105 RBIs. Little dribbler off the right side of the mound, and it just trickles foul.
Well, you can understand why Gio was flying off the mound.
Spin fair.
You get a power hitter, it tops the ball. You want to try to get the thing before it rolls foul, but just could not get there. Back-to-back very good breaking balls to Konerko. His number is just the opposite of Carlos Quentin. That's why this guy is always a danger.
Well, he'll shorten up, too, with 2 strikes. Oh, 2. That one runs way outside. Morel at second, Ramirez at first. Toward Pennington, who was playing toward the hole, and that will do it. So Gonzalez again works his way out of a jam. The White Sox have stranded 7 through the first 5 innings. Bottom of the 5th coming up.
out of the bullpen. Back to work here in the bottom of the 5th. He'll face the top of the order. If you're just joining us, Gavin Floyd, the starter for the White Sox, threw 7 pitches in this game and then left. Is it an elbow or a shoulder?
Shoulder tightness, right shoulder tightness.
They took him out. Pena came in, and he's pitched very well. That one's drilled to left field. Andrew Jones is going back near the wall, and he's got just enough room, and he makes the catch. Rajay Davis just missed that one, and there's one out here in the bottom of the 5th. Well, tonight at 10:30 at Sportsnet Central on our sister station, Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Baseball recap from this game here at the Coliseum. 49ers and the Saints. They're playing right now over at Candlestick Park. And is there a Raider quarterback controversy?
Is there?
I don't know. Could be. First pitch to Barton is an off-speed pitch that drops outside. Barton a double and a strikeout in the game. Very high, and that should reach the seats, and it will. So the Yankee game is a final. Yankees beat the Rays 8-6, and indeed Curtis Granderson a couple of home runs, 5 RBIs. So the Yankees, with that win, now have a game-and-a-half lead in the AL East. The Red Sox lost to the Orioles 4-2. Red Sox 8 out. So 3 more games to play in that Yankees-Rays series. It's being played in New York. Line drive, center field. Rios is there. He's got it. 2 outs. The Twins win their game 9-3 over the Indians. So their magic number is 3.
Second baseman.
Dunsing, the winner. He's 10-2. Valencia and Kadire hit home runs for the Twins.
Nice that Danny Valencia does something against somebody other than the A's.
I agree. First pitch to Mark Ellis is fouled back. In the National League, the big series, the beginning of this week, is the Braves and the Phillies in Philadelphia. And game 1 of that series went to the Phillies 3-1 over Atlanta. Pena grabs it. Guns to first, and Tony Pena has a 3-up, 3-down, bottom of the 5th inning. We're headed to the 6th. No score. MVP. Konerko, Cano, Hamilton, or Mount? Or you got any other ideas?
Greg Walker, the outstanding hitting coach of the White Sox, talking to Paul Konerko. Konerko probably talking about his last at bat. 1 and 2, grounded sharply shortstop with a couple of runners on.
Single and a walk tonight for Manny Ramirez. That fastball's inside, 2-0. The White Sox as a team, 6th in the American League in total runs scored, 4th in home runs, 2nd in stolen bases. Pretty powerful offensive team. Ramirez skies one to right. And Hermida makes the catch. Number 1. So Paul Konerko really has kind of quietly put himself into this MVP talk. Miguel Cabrera from the Tigers, who was not on that list that we showed you, but Cabrera, a legitimate candidate.
Robinson Cano in there as well, hitting behind. And Alex Rodriguez, he got over 100 runs batted in over the weekend. 3 Teixeira, Cano, and Alex Rodriguez. 3 infielders over 100 ribbies. That's doing something. This hitter, maybe even a Gold Glove second baseman this year.
Well, I think early. And it bounces off his glove, and going to second base is Andrew Jones. Carter had his back right up against the wall. He reached up for it, and he got a pretty good glove on it, but it just popped out of his glove.
Sounded good, looked good, but a little bit towards the end of the batter, in on his hands, catchable ball. The tall one really didn't have to jump, but a little bit. Off the tip of his glove. Almost took the carom off his glove and bounced in front of him.
Number 20, Carlos Quentin.
So it'll go as a double. So here's Carlos Quentin. Quentin a single and a walk in the game. Outside. Gio spins around. Jones not going anywhere. Pitch, and Quentin had a big rip and he fouled it back. He got that fastball he was looking for, and it was on the inner half, and he just couldn't get to it.
Nobody loosen up, big guy.
That's unbelievable. He's going to throw 100 pitches out of the bullpen.
Ozzie just said you could take a couple of days off. Nice going.
2-1 now to Gio Gonzalez. Boof Bonser is up again, and he's ready to go. He's had plenty of tosses. Three-one pitch, and a swing and a miss. Boy, how about that? A 3-1 changeup.
It's a great one.
Perfectly located.
And this might be the best changeup he's thrown all year. 84 miles an hour. He's been throwing 93, 94 with a fastball. Ultra Mo, way out in front is Quentin as he was sitting dead red. Fastball. And got a great changeup from Gio.
Let's do it again. With a fastball, and Quentin had a pretty good swing.
See, Dallas Braden would go back to back. That kind of a swing. A lot of times a hitter will tell you what he's looking for. Just on the fastball. 28 pitches in the fourth inning. 39 in the first three. It's gotten the pitch count up to 20 in the fifth. A lot of 3-2 counts in the last couple of innings.
3-2 is popped up with a breaking ball. Mark Ellis. He's got it, and that's out number 2. So Gio again gets a big out, and he needs one more, and it's Ramon Castro.
But Castro has been the victim. The second inning, the fourth inning, 2 runners on, bases loaded in the fourth, so 5 he has left on. A's would like to make it 6. He's seen a total of 7 pitches, 6 strikes, and he's finished him both times with the curveball.
A little yard work for Gio. Now he's ready to go.
I remember he didn't throw a lot of pitches in the last start and had an extra day with the Thursday, and A's decided to go with Bobby Kramer yesterday, giving all the starters an extra day.
But outside with a breaking ball. Big swing by Castro. Amazing. The White Sox, even when they do get a fastball to hit, they're missing it.
That says a lot about Gio's fastball. I mean, that's the quickness.
Curveball, and just missed.
See that guided?
Yeah.
Throwing it to the back door, the outside part of the plate. Not the hard breaking ball. He struck out Castro twice, down and in.
And there's the breaking ball, and Castro has had no luck with that, baby.
Stay with it. Even if you go 3-2, stay with it. Because just throw it hard, and he is so aggressive. Don't give him a chance with the slower variety. Throw it hard.
There it is, and this time Castro is able to just get a piece of it.
Well, that rolled a little bit. That wasn't a sharp breaking one. Stayed up just off the end of the bat. You can imagine the hard one down and in, swing over it again.
Jones dancing around at second base, and the pitch. And breaking ball. That one got a little bit more of the plate.
There's no doubt Gio tries to throw the curveball hard, but sometimes his body gets out too far in the stride, and then his arm drags. If everything is worked perfectly, where the stride and the arm, then it snaps, and it's the sharp breaking one down and in. Like that.
There it is, and Castro strikes out for the 3rd time tonight, and another runner stranded in scoring position for the White Sox. Bottom of the 6th coming up. We're still scoreless. Coors Light Freeze Can. Coors Light Freeze Can is brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
I'll get him a run or two. Gio might be finished. 109 pitches for the left-hander. Shake of the hands. Nice going. Kurt Young says, Gio, missed those 4 walks. 7 strikes out. Very good. Always enjoyed pitching to Castro. And now just get him a run or two. That's the main thing. This guy's pitched great also.
Yes, he has. Cust, Suzuki, Iwamura here for the A's in the bottom of the 6th inning. Fastball outside to Jack Cust, who has hit a fly ball to left field and struck out swinging. 2 strikeouts for Pena. Angels 4, the Rangers 1. 6th inning down in Anaheim.
It's a great take. 2-0 change up. Struck him out on a nasty breaking pitch his last time up.
Pitch is a strike called on the outside corner. Strike 2 called on the outside corner. That one running away. Cust thought it was outside.
And not surprised that Jack is reacting, because the first 2 pitches were better than that one. And the 3-0 pitch wasn't that great either, but kind of lulls you into that feeling of, well, the strike zone is such a way, and then all of a sudden it changes, especially when you get a hit in the count. Those breaking pitch.
Swings and misses, so Cust strikes out for the 2nd time.
Yeah. Actually, it's a good 2-seam fastball with a lot of movement. Very impressive pitch.
Catcher, number 8, Kurt Suzuki.
87 pitches for Pena, and the bullpen is completely quiet. Unbelievable. Kurt Suzuki has a couple of base hits in the game. And Kurt, liner into the glove of Lillibridge. 2 outs.
I'd say Kurt is saying Mr. Pena quite well.
So that'll bring up Akinori Iwamura.
Another great swing in Ultramo. Ever good sausage, and thanks to them for the great shot in Ultramo. I'm sure Adam Roden is saying to the guys, come on in, let's look at Ultramo.
Tells you a lot. Off-speed pitch drops in for a strike to Iwamura. Fly ball to center, and then a base hit to right field for Iwamura. Same pitch, and it's 0-2. Pena runs a fastball inside to Iwamura on 0-2. A's have 6 hits off Pena. They've stranded 6 through the first 5 innings. toward the second baseman. Lillibridge has it. Pena has. No, they called him safe. How about that? It's a routine ground ball to Lillibridge. And a mistake by the White Sox.
Good hustling by Imamura. He's not taking it for granted. Out of the box quickly, hustling down the line. Lillibridge just made a bad throw. Easily, should have been an easy play. And pulled Konerko off the bag. Imamura able to get under the tag. Or close enough anyway. Konerko might have gotten him on the backside, but I don't think Field and Culberth could see that shot.
So a break for the Athletics, see if they can take advantage of it. It's Jeremy Hermida who takes a pitch outside.
Did he get him? What's Ultramo say?
Even if he did, it was too late.
Yeah, he's on the bag. That little move at the end convinced Culberth that he missed him.
1-1 to Jeremy Hermida, who singled in the second and hit into a 6-4-3 double play in the fourth.
We'd like to encourage folks to come out to the Coliseum, 25, 30,000, so we don't have to listen to those guys all night. You got a lot of people here. You don't hear them.
It's a small crowd tonight. There's a couple guys sitting just below us. And I don't believe that they have stopped yelling for 6 innings. Mostly geared toward the opposition and toward the umpires. One-two pitch to Hermida. Lofts a fly ball toward the line and left. Andrew Jones, he's got it. Side retired. So an error by the White Sox, but the A's do not take advantage. 7th inning coming up, no score. Warren. And this is the final out of a no-hitter right here at the Coliseum. Who's that guy?
Snatch catch. All right, Ricky.
Mike Warren struck out 5. He walked 3. It was just his 12th Major League start. It was his 5th win of the year, and it was a no-hitter. Again, September 29th, 1983, Mike Warren. When you've got a giant appetite, it's got to be Nations. When it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune Up, your oil change, tune up, and smog experts. Boof Bonser takes over here in the 7th inning. So Gio Gonzalez goes 6 shutout innings, works his way out of a handful of jams. But Gio will get a no decision tonight, and it'll be up to the bullpen to see if they get the A's a win. So Bonser comes in here, top of the 7th inning. He'll face Morrow, Lillibridge, Ramirez.
And finally, bullpen activity for the White Sox.
About time. Big bouncer, Iwamura. Step back has it, and he throws out.
Well, that was on the September 29th, but today, September 20th, one of the biggest days, most no-hitters thrown on this day. Of course, not a lot of activity, but Nick Garza started the game for the Rays today. He had pitched a no-hitter this year. Edwin Jackson in the dugout of the White Sox. Of course, he'll pitch in the series. Mark Burley, also a perfect game. But September 20th, one of the big days. Actually, September is a big month for no-hitters, since there have already been 5 this year. We'll see.
Lillibridge is 0 for 3 out of that leadoff spot. Angels now lead 6-1 over the Rangers in the 6th inning. We mentioned that Phillies score that they beat the Braves 3-1. So the Phillies now have a 4-game lead in the East over the Atlanta Braves. Braves still lead the wild card by 2 over San Diego and by 3 over Colorado. So that's a big 3-game series in Philadelphia between those two teams. The Cincinnati Reds are closing in. They won 5-2 in Milwaukee. Joey Votto hit his 35th home run. Reds win, Cardinals lose. So the Cincinnati Reds' magic number is 6. Swing and a miss by Lillibridge. Good breaking ball from Booth Bonser.
Well, that's a very good patented breaking ball. The curveball that Booth likes to throw. Watch the 12-6 on this movement. Talking to him in Minneapolis, of course, Bert Blyleven. We hope the Hall of Famer next year. And I asked him, I said, what about Bert Blyleven? He said, I picked his brain when he's with the Twins. He said every chance he got to talk to Bert about his curveball, he would talk to him. And I'm sure Bert had helped him because Booth Bonser's curveball, not quite that of Blyleven's, but that's a very good curveball, especially throw at first pitch strike. Booth, a starter as well as a reliever, started game against the A's in the division series in 2006. As a member of the Twins.
On the ground to Pennington, and Bonser has a very nice 3-up, 3-down inning, couple of ground ball outs and a strikeout. 7th inning stretch from the Coliseum. No score.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time.
Then when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and Spog experts. The veteran right-hander Scott Linebrink comes into the game. So Linebrink takes over for Tony Pena. And Tony Pena deserves a lot of credit coming out of the bullpen.
He deserves a couple of face off.
Yes, he did, and I think he's going to get it. What was his final pitch count?
$97?
Did he get to 100?
How much? 97.
97 pitches out of the bullpen.
Well, if you ever want to show Ozzie again, he could start. He did tonight.
Yes, he did. 1-1 to Chris Carter. Will be followed by Pennington and Davis. Slider, and Carter swings and misses. And Linebrink gets a splitter that he throws, and it's always been a pretty good one. Michael Wirtz starts to loosen the A's bullpen. Pitch, and there's the base hit. All right. Chris Carter has his first major league hit, and that young man is a happy young man.
And he did it with 2 strikes. And the baseball finally goes in the dugout. Put a big old plexiglass case around that one. And a little smile, like I knew it was going to come eventually.
Paul Konerko.
Now they're going to pitch run for him and get a standing ovation.
That's right.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Running for Chris Carter, number 18, Dave Bruce.
He can smile.
Now ready. Shortstop.
No, it wasn't easy, but he got it.
Cliff Pennington.
So here's Pennington. And just as important, a leadoff single in the bottom of 7th of a scoreless game.
Jim Scanlon, that's a happy guy, the hitting coach. Of course, he can only teach them and help them. He can't hit for them. Chris Carter finally got it.
Bunted. Good one by Pennington, and the throw is low, and Pennington's safe. Lillibridge got pulled off the bag, and everybody's safe. I'm not sure Lillibridge really caught that ball the correct way. It looked like if he backhanded it, he could have stayed on the bag. I don't know. Let's see.
Now, almost a collision with Linebrink and Konerko. Konerko getting out of the way, the ball bouncing, and no, the way he caught it, he could have just, why he didn't stay on. He just kind of drifted to the right side after he caught the ball. So they go to sacrifice and an E1. Right? Yeah.
Yep.
E1.
So 2 on and nobody out. See how that just pulled him off, you know.
But instead of taking the momentum to the right, why even start drifting? Catch the ball. It looks like he catches it, foot's on the bag. Just hold it. Maybe he did.
You know what? I think the foot was on the bag. Yeah. So that's a break for the A's.
But the way he came off didn't help for Fielder Culberth for him to sell it. Chris Carter's base hit, pinch runner, sacrifice E1. Rajay's going to try to sacrifice also.
His bunt, and that's a good one. Castro better hurry. Throws not in time.
He took his time.
Yes, he did.
And I don't know why you do that, but the A's will take it. Rajai Davis sprinting down the line, and he beat it.
You know, so many times if you are a hitter, you sacrifice. You're just kind of happy running down the line that you got the job done. Not Rajai Davis. He smells the hit every time he puts the ball in play. And watch him motor. And Castro, 360 turn. But Rajai, he was flying past the bag almost before Castro made the throw. Not even close.
So bases loaded, nobody out for Barton. And that one's grounded to Lillibridge. They'll get the out at second. Run comes in to score, and the A's lead 1-0. Fielder's choice for Barton. He gets the RBI, and the A's get the lead.
Derek almost pulled it into the hole for a couple of runs, but Lillibridge on this one able to get the lead runner. And fortunately, runner at third. Bennington not taking too big of a turn.
So the A's capitalize on a couple mistakes by the White Sox. First pitch to Mark Ellis is low.
Derek Barton a couple of bats ago had a run at third and one out. Took the count to 3-2 and then took strike three. This time swung at the first pitch, got the fastball, and with the infield playing back, got one run in.
That one just a bit off the plate, 2-0. So two bunt plays that the White Sox really could not make a play on either of them.
Well, if they make it on the first one, the second one doesn't even attempt it. Runner at second and one out for Rajai Davis, but just, you know, put the ball down on a bunt, strange things can happen, and this is proof of it this inning.
Now it's 3-0 to Ellis. So Pennington is the runner at third, and Barton is at first. The A's have taken the lead. Ellis popped it up, and it's going to reach the seats, and the count will be full.
A little bit over anxious on the 3-1 after taking all the way on 3-0 with a fastball down the middle. And you like to see expand the strike zone. Mark, as hot as he has been, got the fastball he's looking for.
Ellis 0 for 2 with a walk. A couple of ground outs. Runner goes. Broken bat. Shallow center field. Rios comes in, and Rios has it. Pennington will stay at third. So that is out number 2. This is how the inning started. It was Chris Carter in his first major league hit.
That was 2 strikes, slider. And extended this time after swinging and missing one. Maybe on a short and ultra mode. Just there. It's a great swing, great follow through. Here is ultra mode. Take a look at it, Chris Carter. First of many in the bench. Yeah. And it turned out his hit is scored.
2 outs for Cust, who takes inside. Cust is 0 for 3 in the game. A fly ball to left field and a couple of strikeouts.
Fastball is high, so it's 3-0.
Now Jack had 3-0 last time, and ended up taking a couple of pitches, then striking out. See if he ignores the green light ordinance with the takes out.
Inside corner, called a strike, 3-1.
He's going to swing.
Barton takes off, and the pitch is outside, and there's a walk.
Now's the time to secure a 2011 A's ticket plan by placing $150 per seat deposit on a 2011 ticket plan. You will receive an authentic A's jersey of the player of your choice. There are a limited number of jerseys available for this promotion. Get more information online at OaklandAthletics.com or call 510-638-GO-A's. Ticket plan, season tickets, confirmed with the ticket office. And yes, indeed, opening night ticket has your picture on it. Season ticket holder, your picture is on the ticket. I want a Glenn Kuiper.
I'll sign it for you. I'm sure that means a lot to you.
Put it in my trophy case.
Yeah. I'm going to put your bobblehead in my trophy case. I know that. And you better sign it for me next year. 0-1 to Kurt Suzuki. He would love to add a couple more. Pennington, Barton, Cust are your runners. Outfield straight away for Suzuki, who has had 3 good at-bats tonight. 2 singles and a line drive out to the second baseman. There's a shot, base hit right field. 1 run scores. Here comes Barton to throw to the plate, cut off. 2-run score. Everybody's safe on the bases, and Suzuki comes through.
Boy, everything's working perfectly for Kurt Suzuki tonight. Everything he has hit has been hard. This pitch was up in an ultra-low. Perfect swing going to the opposite field. For Kurt Suzuki, a base hit, line out to second, and an even better one this time to right field with 2 strikes and 2 outs, and gives the A's a couple of runs for insurance. Nice going, Kurt. Outstanding.
Here's Iwamura. Iwamura fans.
Where's the eye?
There's somewhere. There it is. Akinori Iwamura. Quite a bit of him when he was with the Rays. Fly ball left field down the line. Andrew Jones is in foul territory, and then he reaches back to make the catch. Side retired. Chris Carter got it started with his first major league hit. The A's score 3 times. We head to the 8th.
any other brand in California. Learn why at your Toyota dealer today. By Xfinity TV, phone, and internet. Reinvented by Chevy with a full lineup of award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers. And by Verizon Wireless, introducing the Droid X, the next generation of DOS.
Kurt Suzuki, a 2-run single, part of the 3-run 7th inning, give the A's the 3-0 lead. Gabe Gross stays in the game after pinch running. So Gross is in left, and when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts, as Michael Wirtz comes in here in the 8th inning. So a good challenge for Wirtz. 3 good right-handed hitters: Rios, Konerko, and Ramirez. Michael Wirtz generally is up to these kind of challenges.
Well, Boof Bonser was in a 7th inning. To get to this 8th inning, a pitcher of record for the Athletics after 3 up, 3 down for Boof, especially the strikeout. A little bridge, and nice job by Boof.
Rios is 0 for 3 in the ball game. White Sox have just 4 hits. 2 of them came in the 2nd inning. That good slider off the end of the bat. Gonzalez for 6. Bonser the 7th. Wirtz here in the 8th. Slider got it. You knew it was coming, and there's nothing you can do. That's 9th strikeout for A's pitchers. Well, tomorrow we'll have game 2 of this 3-game series between the A's and the White Sox on Comcast Sports 10 California. Trevor Cahill, Mark Burley. Join us at 6:30 with A's pregame live. The home of A's baseball is Comcast Sportsnet California. So Trevor Cahill to the mound tomorrow night, as he will be looking for his 17th win of the year.
Gio was hopeful of getting 15 tonight. He'll have a couple of more starts. Same win those last 2 to get to 16. But Dallas Braden will have 3 more starts himself. He said he got confirmation from his grandmother Peggy Lindsay that she will deliver eclairs on Thursday. She don't know what happened to the ones she probably brought, but she did give them somebody, so we're looking forward to Thursday when Dallas takes the mound.
Can't wait.
We will have it hand delivered. Peggy Lindsay will be here with the eclairs.
Fly ball to right field, medium deep. Hermite is back, and he reaches up, makes the catch. Konerko is 0 for 4. So Rios and Konerko a combined 0 for 8. In fact, none of the top 4 hitters in the White Sox lineup have a hit.
Now for Bob Guerin and Kurt Young, trying to navigate into the last couple of innings, and Michael Wirtz capable of closing a game. This is a same situation, but this could be the possibility of Michael Wirtz, an excellent right-handed pitcher, going through the 2, 3, 4, and 5 part of this batting order. 3 very good right-handers, as you mentioned, and trying to get it to the 9th for the bottom 4.
Greg Infante, the right-hander, loosening up. Outside, 1-1 to Manny Ramirez, who's singled, walked, and hit a fly ball to right field. Just a little bit outside to Manny Ramirez, close pitch. swings at a pitch in the dirt. Let's see, Manny chase bad pitches too often.
Well, the slider, a lot of guys that you don't expect to swing at that pitch, especially 2-1, fastball count, hitters count, and Manny a little bit over aggressive, swinging at a pitch way out of the strike zone. Might as well do it again.
Why not? That one spins high to Ramirez, so it's a full count. Andrew Jones in the on-deck circle. Manny lays off the slider, and it's outside. So Ramirez walks for the second time. That's 5 walks issued by A's pitchers tonight. 4 by Gonzalez, the first by
Woods. Number 25, Andrew Jones.
So Andrew Jones hits with 2 outs and a runner aboard. Jones, a double and a walk and a fly ball. He had 1 for 2. The lefty Breslow starts to lightly toss for the A's in the bullpen. Andrew Jones, 407 career home runs. Andrew Jones is on a good short list, Ray. 400 homers and 10 gold gloves.
Yeah.
There's only 4 guys, and he's one of them. The others, Ken Griffey Jr., Willie Mays, and Mike Schmidt.
2 in the Hall, 1 will be in 5 years, and it is pretty good company.
Yeah.
And there's 10 years in a row, too. Hey, he is.
Iwamura grabs it. Hard hit ball and takes care of Andrew Jones. Side retired. Another runner stranded for the White Sox. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 3-0 A's. (3-9-1) for the Athletics.
They
was a 3-run 7th inning for the A's. They got some help, some poor defense by the White Sox. The A's took advantage to get the 3 runs. And Chris Carter led off that 7th inning with his first major league hit, a line drive to left field. So congratulations again to Chris Carter getting that first big league hit. So the A's 3-0, bottom of the 8th inning. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and spog experts. Gregory Infante, Venezuela, his 4th appearance for the White Sox. Five years in the minor league system for the White Sox. So getting a chance to pitch in the big leagues for the first time. First time this year, I should say. So Infante will face Hermida, Gross, and Pennington. One for 3 for Jeremy Hermida, playing in right field tonight. Breaking ball is lofted foul toward the A's bullpen. Andrew Bailey. He knew that he needed to get out of the way, and it ended up landing right where he was sitting. Smart guy, that Andrew Bailey. And then he gives it to a young man who's going to go home happy. Way outside, 2-2. Rangers scored a couple times in the 6th inning, so the Angels with a 6-3 lead over Texas. Bottom of the 7th. Is the only other game going on outside of this one in the big leagues. Full schedule again tomorrow.
Good ball. That's why you wear the shin guard. He knows. Put a bullseye on that spot. Still feel it, but at least the protection that you have with the shin guard that wraps right over the top of the foot.
Now full count. So Hermida works the walk. He was behind in the count. Ends up getting the walk. So Gabe Gross will hit for the first time after pinch running for Carter in the last inning.
The way he was looking to third base, an awful lot of signs given by Mike Gabe. Let's see if anything of the signs means anything. I think Gabe has been very aggressive at the plate when he has been playing lately, which is a good sign. He's going to get a chance to hit. He's not going to waste any time.
Infante missing badly to Gross on the first pitch.
Reslow pitched the 9th yesterday in a non-save situation. A couple of strikeouts. In a 1-2-3 9th inning at Target Field.
One-0 pitch to Gabe Gross. He'll throw first. and now 2-0. Infante. We got ahead of Jeremy Hermida 0-2. Since then, he has had trouble finding the strike zone. Rose drives one left center field. Andrew Jones gets back, now turns around at the warning track, and he makes the catch. So Hermida hustles back to first.
The A's last home game this season is this Sunday against the Rangers. 10,000 fans that day will get a Dallas Braden bobblehead brought to you by Sharp Business Systems. Order tickets online now, OaklandAthletics.com, or call 877-493-BALL. And I'm sure there's going to be a line at Toad Dallas when he comes down from Stockton for the game Sunday. He's probably going to drive in and see a whole bunch of people lining up to get his bobblehead.
That'd be a good feeling, huh?
Absolutely. He thought that if you have your bobblehead day, you're supposed to play. In his case, pitch. But someone informed him that it's usually a position player that plays and hits a home run.
Yeah.
Of course, Dallas could pitch a perfect game again.
Good.
He's already done it once. Mark Burley pitching tomorrow. He's done it also. The 18th, Dallas the 19th. Isn't that amazing? Think about that. You can say that for the rest of your life. I pitched the 19th perfect game in Major League Baseball.
Yep.
Nobody will ever pitch a 19th. Still hard to believe.
Glad we were here.
Yeah.
We got lucky. Carlos Quinton is right there in right field. So Pennington is retired. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Hermida with the leadoff walk. He's still at first. And Rajay Davis will step up.
Center fielder, number 11, Rajay Davis.
A's have out-hit the White Sox tonight 9-4. These are 3 outs away from a shutout. Fastball inside to Rajay. No swing. It's Fielden Culbreth, the first base umpire. Rajay Davis has done his job out of the leadoff spot tonight, 2 for 4. Stole a base. The second hit was a big one. He was just trying to sacrifice, and he ended up getting a bunt hit out of it.
You look at that inning without his hustle at second and third and an out. And Derek Barton, infield playing in, just a question whether the ball he hit, had he hit that same ball, whether it had gone through or not. And then a fly ball by Mark Ellis. So the A's able to capitalize on the mistakes, especially the hustle of Rajay Davis.
Well, if the White Sox make the play, the A's they probably get 1 run, but they don't get 3.
Casey Chavez with a nice play, warming up Craig Breslow to come to the 9th inning. Casey hard to his right, and Donaldson.
Lofted to right center field where Alex Rios is over there. Makes the catch. Side retired. A's will try to wrap this baby up. It'll be Craig Breslow coming in for the save.
Athletics and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Athletics Investment Group, LLC.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. Greg Breslow comes in. It is a save opportunity for Breslow. He's got a couple saves this year. And he'll face Carlos Quinton leading it off. It'll be Quinton, Castro, and Morrill. So Breslow pitched on Friday night and on Sunday afternoon in the series in Minneapolis. Hitting a walk tonight for Carlos Quinton. The A's bullpen so far. Von Zern works. A couple of shutout innings. Fastball is right there for a strike. Quinton taking all the way. White Sox obviously looking for base runners. Angels with a 7-3 lead over the Rangers in the top of the 8th down in Anaheim. And there's a leadoff walk here in the 9th.
Time now for the Jeep drive of the game, and this is one of the biggest hits you'll see all season, unless Chris Carter thinks so. 2-2 slider. It's got line break, and after 33 at-bats, or at least 0 for 33, comes up with a base hit. The crowded bench gives him a standing ovation. A lot of high fives back in the dugout as Dave Gross bench ran for him.
First pitch to Ramon Castro, just a bit outside.
This guy's got to really be happy not to see Gio Gonzalez.
Castro, no luck tonight. 3 swinging strikeouts. It's a shot, and Iwamura grabs it before it hits the ground. So it's going to be a line out. And that's out number 1 here in the 9th.
Right at the shoe tops, and Mura taking it right to the ground. No throw across the diamond as Quinton got back easily enough, but nice comeback by Breslow.
So 1 out. Morrill steps in. Fastball a little bit low. Morrill tonight is 1 for 3. He had a base hit in the 5th inning. Struck out in the 3rd. Grounded out in his last at bat. That was in the 7th. Drives this one to center field. Rajay Davis comes in. And he's got it for out number 2. So the A's 1 out away from a shutout in game 1 of the series.
Already had a few shutouts. What, 14 this year? Is it 14 or 15?
They have 14,
yeah.
Most in the American League. So they're trying to add to that, getting 1 more out.
Your attention, please. Ladies and gentlemen, for Chicago, number 24, Diane Viciedo, batting for Little Bridge.
And Viciedo will be the pinch hitter. We saw Viciedo in Chicago, huh, Ray?
Saw him here, too.
Yeah, he's hurt the A's big time.
Now, one of those that Kenny Williams, the general manager, said when people are talking trade, he is not on the block. He will not be traded.
Well, Konerko, a free agent. Viciedo can play first base. It could be a possibility. It's low, and it's 1-1 to Viciedo. Overall on the year, 271. 3 home runs in 85 at bats. Bouncer to short. Pennington charges. He'll flip to second, and that's the ball game. So the A's do get the shutout. Their 15th of the season, most in the American League. Kurt Suzuki had a big night, 3 hits. Chris Carter got his first major league hit. Craig Breslow got the save, so it's all good in game 1 of this 3-game series. The A's beat the Chicago White Sox by a final score of 3-0, and the A's get their 75th win of the year. It's time now for A's Postgame Live with Henry Wolford and Shooty Babbitt.